In ancient modern societies, the idea sounds unthinkable. A father discovering his adult daughter with another man and then killing them both, not as a crime, but as a legal right. Yet in ancient Rome, this wasn't an accident, a loophole, or a moment of chaos. It was written into law, not whispered, not hidden, not debated in secret. It was formally approved by the most civilized empire of the ancient world. And the man who signed it into existence was no tyrant hiding behind chaos. He was Augustus, the founder of the Roman Empire, celebrated as a moral reformer. So the question is not whether this happened. The real question is, why would a society that built roads, laws, and democracy give fathers the legal power to kill? To answer that, we must first forget everything we think we know about family, love, and morality. Because in Rome, family was not about affection, it was about control. To understand this law, we must first understand what family actually meant in ancient Rome. When Romans spoke about family values, they did not mean warmth, care, or emotional bonds. They meant authority. At the center of every Roman household stood one figure, the paterfamilias, the father. Not simply a parent, not simply a provider, but a living legal institution. Under Roman law, the paterfamilias controlled property, finances, marriages, religious rights, and legal status of every family member. And most disturbingly, in earlier Roman tradition, he held power over life and death. This power was called patria potestas. It did not disappear when children grew up. A Roman daughter could be married, have children, live in another household, and still legally remain under her father's authority. Her body did not belong fully to her, it represented something larger. And what her body represented explains why Rome feared female sexuality more than rebellion. Rome was obsessed with lineage, not romance, not desire, not love, lineage. Who inherited land? Who inherited names? Who inherited political alliances? A man's affair could be embarrassing. A woman's affair could destabilize generations. Why? Because Rome had no DNA tests, no certainty, except control. If a married woman had a child, that child automatically belonged to her husband's family. If that child was secretly fathered by another man, inheritance itself became corrupted. From the Roman perspective, adultery was not betrayal, it was fraud. A daughter's sexuality was not private, it was a political risk, and risks had to be eliminated. So Augustus decided to turn morality into law. By the late Roman Republic, elites were openly mocking traditional values. Marriage rates were falling, divorce was common, affairs were public knowledge. Augustus believed Rome was rotting from the inside, not militarily, morally. So he did something radical. He criminalized private behavior. Around 18 BCE, Augustus introduced the Lex Julia de adulteris corsidens, the law of adultery. For the first time in Roman history, adultery became a public crime. Families were legally obligated to act. The state inserted itself into bedrooms. But the most extreme power wasn't given to courts, it was given to fathers. And what the law allowed them to do still shocks historians today. The Lex Julia did not encourage murder, it permitted it under specific conditions. If a Roman father caught his daughter committing adultery, in his own home or in her husband's home, he could legally kill his daughter and her lover immediately. No trial, no witnesses, no punishment. But there were rules, and they mattered deeply, because Rome wasn't chaotic, it was methodical. The conditions, critical detail. The father had to catch them in the act, kill both, not just the man, act immediately, and do it himself. If he spared his daughter but killed the lover, it became murder. If he delayed, it became murder. If he ordered someone else, it became murder. Rome demanded emotional symmetry, a twisted idea of justice through balance. This wasn't rage, it was ritualized authority. But what about husbands? Surely they had the same power. Surprisingly, Roman husbands were far more restricted. A husband could not legally kill his wife. He could only kill the lover if he was low status. If the lover was a slave, a prostitute, or an actor, then the husband could kill him. But if the lover was a Roman citizen, the husband had to divorce his wife immediately, publicly accuse her, and hand the matter to the courts. If he failed to report her, he himself became guilty. This reveals something crucial. Rome trusted fathers, not husbands, because fathers represented bloodlines, husbands were replaceable. And this distinction reveals the true purpose of the law. The Lex Julia wasn't designed to protect women. It wasn't designed to prevent suffering. It was designed to protect inheritance systems. Rome did not see daughters as independent individuals. They were vessels of legitimacy. When a father killed, the state looked away because the threat was removed. The family line was cleansed. The political order remained intact. Cruelty was acceptable if stability was preserved. But how often did this actually happen? Here's where exaggeration often misleads people. Most Roman fathers did not kill their daughters. Public scandal was dangerous. Elite families preferred silence. More common punishments included divorce, exile, and social erasure. However, and this is the crucial part, the existence of the law mattered more than its use. It functioned as a threat, a warning, a psychological leash. Women knew the consequences. Fear did the work of violence. Even Augustus understood this, and his own family proved it. Augustus's daughter, Julia the Elder, was accused of adultery. Under his own law, he could have legally killed her. He didn't. Instead, he exiled her to a remote island. No luxury, no comfort, no return. Why? Because Augustus knew something important. Laws were not meant to be followed blindly. They were meant to shape behavior. Public killing would damage his image. Exile preserved authority without spectacle. Even the lawmaker feared optics. So what does this law tell us about Roman civilization? The horror isn't the violence, it's the calmness. The Lex Julia turned intimacy into evidence, turned family into enforcement, turned emotion into legal justification. Love didn't matter, consent didn't matter, suffering didn't matter. Only order mattered. This is what makes the law so disturbing. It wasn't barbaric, it was rational, and that's why it still matters today. The Lex Julia reminds us of something uncomfortable. Civilization does not erase cruelty, it organizes it. Whenever states control morality, whenever families become tools of power, whenever obedience is valued over empathy, the logic of Rome returns. Not with swords, but with laws. Rome gave us law, governance, and order, but it also taught us this: a society can be intelligent, advanced, and admired, and still legally justify the destruction of its own children. History doesn't shock us because it's primitive. It shocks us because it's familiar. If you want more shocking history and untold stories, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and don't forget to tap the bell icon so you never miss an episode.